Alrighty, where are we?
At the top of some tower in Prague that we just stumbled upon, and we're like, let's just go for kicks. And it's like the narrowest stairs. It's really cool going up. I'm really nervous about going down.
So we're recording this from the center of Prague.
Yeah. And look at this backdrop right here.
Yeah, this is stunning. It's right here next to this beautiful cathedral, as well as the astronomical clock right behind us. And this is our first time in this city.
Absolutely, and it's really cool to see all the crowds gather in front of the astronomical clock. I think every hour the little chimes and the little parts of the clock, I guess, move, and they all gather with their picture, and then they all applaud, and then we got to have front row seat to it all from the comfort of the terrace.
Walking is a big deal here. You're going to get lots of exercise, which is probably good because, you know, the Czech, they love to have their beer. They have some...
and the beef.
Oh yeah, lots of meat, lots of stuff to kind of work off. I've probably gained a couple of pounds. You may not see it on camera, but it's here. So anyway, the walking, I've been appreciative of that. I think it's been probably, what, 7 miles a day of walking?
7 miles a day, yeah. So that's been really nice. And then you were really excited to go up some of these towers. I think that's a must-do in Prague, is to kind of stumble upon some of these towers and to literally go to the top and see the views. So
that's right. Yeah. In fact, that's exactly what happened to us one of these days. We thought, hey, let's go along one of these roads here. In fact, we went just around the corner over here. Thought, let's find a cute little cafe. And as we were just exploring the street, finding that every single corner was very picturesque, impossible to take a bad photo. We just kept wandering and wandering, really not that far. Thought, oh, maybe this cafe. Oh, wait, there's a cuter one over here. Let's go see that. Oh, there's one that's even nicer over here. Let's go see that. On and on and on. And then we saw this random door saying, hey, come inside for the view upstairs. And we thought, yes, let's do that. Let's wander inside.
We didn't have any ticket or anything. And thankfully, as soon as we went to the first level, because those stairs were quite steep, especially if you're going down, that was a bit scary. So we kind of went, and thankfully we could buy tickets there. We didn't have to go all the way down.
Yeah, it was definitely a workout. A bit scary at times. In fact, like after you kind of brave the first little bit of the adventure,
which is the most dangerous part.
Then they say extreme caution. Like, I mean, you could have told me that from the bottom, but whatever. But anyway, so whether we climbed the tower there. We also went to the top of there's this hill where the castle is, so you can see the whole view of the city. A beautiful cathedral up there. Just been kind of really wandering around. We walked across the Charles Bridge. It's really been, I think, a very fun experience for sure.
Yeah, I've loved every minute of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. I can see why it's one of the main cities in Europe, and very unique. And like I said, we've been very fortunate to have this gorgeous terrace. And we've actually watched sunrise 2 mornings in a row. And then the sunset is right in front of us now. But that's been really cool to be able to have sunrise and then sunset.
That's right,
in the same terrace right here.
That's right, yeah, sunrise right over the cathedral. So we're here during the summertime, which means that sun is rising really early.
I had to wake him up.
It's like 5 something in the morning, and so you got us up at like 4:50 in the morning, so we could just enjoy this unreal sunset. A little bit
Sunrise.
A nice pastry we got, some coffee overlooking this in Prague. It's unreal.
No, it's been really a wonderful time, and it's not really. I didn't really have any expectations, to be honest. I wasn't really sure what all to know.
And it's very safe overall. We never felt like we needed to really watch our belonging, or there's some roads that you didn't want to go through. At least if you stay in the central area of Prague, in our experience, it's been very, very safe. So I appreciated that as well.
The one little tip that I can give, which you probably have heard everywhere else, is wander off the beaten path every opportunity you can. For example, there were some cafes that were nice, but they were on a lot of lists of different trip advisors and things that you had seen. I think Cafe Savoy was one of them.
Yeah.
And so we thought, okay, let's make our way over and go see this. It's kind of a must-do. And we went, and it was nice, but then, whenever we would just kind of stop along the way and find something else, we always enjoyed it a lot more.
We found the food and the drinks were actually better in some of these random non-touristy cafes than the one that were very on, like, you must check this out at Prague or whatever.
Yeah, and we got to just watch these paddle boat people come by and look over this beautiful view. There was this building with this like golden intricate decoration on top of it.
Yeah. Definitely wonder. I think that's the best way to discover cities, to kind of get lost in it. So have Google Maps available, but just kind of go for it. Like I said, it's pretty safe. So anywhere you go, you'll find amazing thing. We stumbled upon basically their version of Champs-Élysées almost, which was really fun. And then it was next to the rotating Kafka head, so that was really cool. And just kind of go, and then you'll find stuff. Like Devin said, definitely don't stick to the trendy ones, because I find some of them to be more disappointing than just the local cafes.
And with that in mind, I mean, we're in the old town, and definitely it's probably almost every place is really, really kind of touristy. But that's kind of to be expected. There's city is loved by people internationally, so they want to cater to that. It just can be sometimes where you're like, okay, I want to be a little bit choosy about where I want to go. But definitely every place is just stunning and beautiful, for sure.
So we are standing right in front of the Lennon Wall, which is really, really cool looking with all these colors, and it's basically a wall for peace and just art and mostly peace, anti-war.
Just saw the Lennon Wall around the corner and walk in, and we just saw the Charles Bridge is right here. So no matter where you're walking around, you're going to find something amazing.
What's been interesting is a lot of places are playing 80s and 90s American music, so that's been kind of interesting to go back in time with some of the songs.
I've heard so much Michael Jackson all over again. So.
That's true. Yeah, definitely check out Prague, and hopefully this video will be helpful to you.
All right. Thank you.